day God made the earth and the heavens, when no plant of the field was yet in the earth, and no herb of the field had yet sprung up, for God had not made it rain upon the earth, and there was no human to till the earth, and a moisture had welled up and covered the face of the earth, then God fashioned a human out of the humus, Adam out of Adamah. And God breathed into the human the breath of life, and the human became a living being. And God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and placed there the human being God had made. And God caused to spring up from the soil every type of tree desirable to see and good to eat, and the tree of life in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God placed the human being in the Garden of Eden to till it and to keep it. And God said to the human being, "You may freely eat of every tree in the garden, every tree in the garden. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for on the day that you eat of it, you shall die." Now that's the part of the story that tends to get our attention, doesn't it? That prohibition, "You shall not eat." That's the part we tend to remember. And so most Christians, most of the time, have understood this story to be a story about a divine prohibition and human disobedience and a consequent exile away from the Garden of Delight into a world of toil and trouble. And so it is. It is a story about human disobedience, and it is a story about humanity falling away from trusting God. But that's not all it is. And in fact, I would go so far as to say that that's not even primarily what the story is about. It is a story about disobedience. It is a story about humanity falling away from God. But primarily, it's a story about humanity falling away from the garden, about humanity falling away from the sacred vocation for which human beings are made in the first place.